Shape up your heart and live right with swimming, aerobics, basketball, and racquetball. Lose weight and tone muscles with Nautilus weight training. Or just relax in their sauna and whirlpool. And live right, there's something for everybody. And now, for a limited time, receive 30% off in a free Live Right workout zone. Become Live Right every day. Live Right Fitness Center, located at 37th and 62nd Street.
Judy? Oh, hi. I've got to sit down. My feet are killing me.
Constitutions all serious illness like heart disease, circulatory difficulties, or arthritis. If you have persistent
What do you gain out of it? I think, no, not yet. That's what we want to get the other shot. The Lola plate on the other side, Mark, isn't it on the other side? It's right there in the cockpit. Oh, okay. Back in the back is 001. This is the first one Lola turned out.
Also delivers the fastest two-color copy in the world. Or if you don't need color, there's the 470Z. It's funny. If you listen to everyone else, you think you've got a lot of copy.
You use a pit coming out of the pits?
Well, the Super Bowl is
You'll use 1, 5, and 6.
You'll probably go out through the gears.
You would run through.
Yes, because
make your Super Bowl party unqualified success. When every baby will be born healthy. That's January 20th. Join programs supporting the nation's oldest fundraising campaign. January 20th.
Some of the line on last year.
All right, what I want to talk about here, I'll incorporate some of the retirement. Let's don't make a big story out of it here, because I want to try to get as much of it as I can. As a matter of fact, I'll just establish the fact that you're retired. But I want you ready? Dick, I am tickled to death that I can say this, but I never thought I'd see the day when you actually hung up the shoes and the gloves and decided that you were going to retire from active auto racing and pursue it from behind the scenes. But it's happened.
Yes, it has, Chuck, and thanks to the sponsorships we've acquired and also the factory program with Cosworth, I feel it's necessary now for me to totally manage what we've accumulated, because I don't want to lose it, and it's very important to us to have a win. And with what we've accumulated sponsorship-wise, Provimi Veal and Amway and the other sponsors, and Ari and Scott as the drivers, I think that win could come if I concentrate on the team.
Well, tell us a little bit about this Lola that we're seeing here, and it's pretty unique, isn't it? It's carrying a unique serial number.
Yes, it is number one. We're very proud. It's the first time we've had a number one car from the factory, and there's a lot of sentiment to that. And in addition to that, of course, it looks like we're going to have even a factory engineer working with us this year from Lola.
You have an onboard computer. Explain this.
We have the new black box, they call it. It's a computer that is to help the driver to have spontaneous reaction to his lap speeds and to a lot of things that he normally cannot find out until he's done more laps.
You don't have to wait a half a lap to find out how fast he ran. It's just programmed out for him right there.
As he comes across the start-finish line, instead of looking for a board with all the vibrations and saying, oh, I missed it, I'll have to get it next time, or trying to call on the radio and the static and everything, it flashes right up on the computer on the front of the desk exactly how fast he did. Not only that, it flashes his fastest straightaway speed before he goes into the corner, just as he's entering the corner, and holds that straightaway speed all the way through the corner. Then after he's exiting the corner and has a comfortable position to look solidly at it, it gives it his slow speed in the corner so that he can see immediately the next time around that same corner whether he's increased or not by making changes within the car.
When are you going to test this car?
We're planning on testing about the 2nd or 3rd of February, and of course that all depends on weather. IRP is very close to our shop here, and we've tested there quite a bit last summer. We like the place because you can find out a lot of things. It has a lot of different turns. If that doesn't work, we will load up everything in our tractor trailer and head for California, because out there the weather is such we can test it either Firebird, Phoenix, or at Willow Springs. But our program is to start testing first week of February.
I want to just very briefly. Okay. Dick, a little bit about this 89 Lola. How has it changed physically from the 88, and what do you see that has been gained by Lola over its competition?
Well, I think in all my years, Chuck, of working with cars, I've been involved as a mechanic and all the way through it. You get a little warmness in your heart when you see a certain car. In 1987, when I saw the Lola, I said, that's a winner. And it was one of the best cars Lola's ever made. 1988, I said, it looks like a good car. It looks like it'll have a lot of downforce, but I feel it might be a little bit slowed down on the straightaway. That's exactly the way it happened. The 87s were the quicker car on the straightaways. The 88s had a tremendous amount of downforce. I feel that Lola has come up with a real winner here. They've got the best of both worlds. They've got all of the best features I saw in an 87, and all of the best features that were in the 88 as far as downforce, but have eliminated a lot of the drag. And I think this is a real first-class winning car.
This car is going to complement both at the Speedway and also on road course racing too. And I think that's something that the fan has to really appreciate anymore, is the design does not go in for one type track, an oval track. It goes in now for both road course left and right turns, and it really makes your job that much more complicated.
Well, yes, it does. It really puts a lot of pressure on the team. You know, no driver, I don't care if it's Rick Mears, Danny Sullivan, or any one of the guys out there, can carry the car anymore. The sophistication has gotten to where you're looking for thousandths of a second. And the cars, of course, are totally designed different for the oval speedways as they are for the road courses. So, yes, we buy a car for $210,000 list price on that and spend another $26,000 on a little black box, put a $100,000 engine in it, and without any spares, you arrive at the racetrack for $350,000. And do you know what? You haven't even bought the oval speedway design yet.
That's great.
Basically because they have a certain amount of faith in the fact